to talk about synthesis reactions. All right, a synthesis reaction is when you combine two elements and or molecules to create one product. Okay, so all of your reactants on the left culminate to make one product on the right. Okay, the simplest form of this, substance A plus substance B yields molecule AB. Okay, so we're going to talk about three types. All right, our first type is going to be when two elements combine. This is going to be a binary molecule. And just like I have above, A plus B yields AB. Pretty straightforward. The second type is going to be when a metal oxide plus water come together. They are going to make a metal hydroxide. So abbreviated, you have some type of metal with oxygen plus H2O. You're going to keep that metal and you get a metal hydroxide. All right? And the third type we're going to talk about is a non-metal oxide. Excuse me. Non-metal plus water. And that's going to give us a polyatomic acid or an oxyacid. Okay, so we have some type of non-metal oxide plus water, and that's going to give us some type of acid. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple of examples. We'll start with our first. We'll do a very simple potassium plus oxygen. Now the whole purpose of this is we need to be able to predict what our products are going to be. So we know that this is going to be two elements, so it's going to make a binary compound, which will be potassium oxide. Now we make our formulas. So potassium is K, oxygen, diatomic O2 yields potassium oxide. Potassium is a +1, oxygen is a -2, so I get K2O. And I'm going to balance this, which that means I'm going to need another oxygen on this side, and that makes me have 4 Ks on the right, so I need 4 Ks on the left, and that should do it. So I have 4K plus O2 yields 2 K2O. All right, let's go to our second example. Since we made potassium oxide, let's keep that. Potassium oxide plus water. Well, this is type 2. A metal oxide plus water is always going to give you a metal hydroxide. So our metal in this case is potassium hydroxide. All right, so potassium oxide, like we just said, potassium is a +1, oxygen is a -2, so I get K2O plus water yields potassium hydroxide. K is a +1, hydroxide is a -1, so I get KOH. And now I want to balance it. So I have 2 Ks on the left and 1 K on the right, so I need another K over here. And that actually should balance my equation. So K2O plus H2O yields 2 KOH. Okay, let's do the third type now. Third type is going to be a non-metal oxide. So we're going to say sulfur trioxide plus water. And this makes a polyatomic acid. Now, for these, it's a little easier to work backwards. Let me show you what I mean. We want to figure out our formulas first. So sulfur trioxide, sulfur trioxide, O3. When you have those prefixes, monodi, tri, tetra, that means you don't use charges, plus water. Now, all you're going to do in this case, you're going to take everything on the left and put it on the right. So I'm going to take all of my H's. We know it makes an acid, so we write our H's first. H, then S, and I have 4 oxygens. Well, in that case, that acid, SO4, is going to be sulfate. So sulfate, ATE, means sulfuric. So I have sulfuric acid. And if you did it correctly, there's no balancing. It's already balanced. Okay? So just take everything from the left and put it on the right, and it's pretty straightforward. And as far as that's concerned, those are the only 3 synthesis reactions we're going to do. Okay? Next class, we're going to talk about decomposition reactions. And until next time, work together, help each other, and make the world a better place. See ya.